while I'm casting guidance on Kaywin, handing the potion to Dwarfy Face.
Go ahead. I have to look something up.
And that would be my turn.
Okay.
Skill. No, not.
Probably can't get in attack range.
Well, you could.
You're
You could.
in
I mean,
range.
you're. Well, no, because you can't.
How much?
She'd have
It's
to move
not
to
a
the-
heat-seeking missile, yeah.
You'd have to move to the bottom of the stairs to be able to hit him, I think.
Well, not necessarily. I mean, it depends on the angle.
No, he
Well,
is.
Keeping in mind this is a 5 foot wide thing and it's one,
Right.
2,
And I
3,
have to
4,
jump.
20 feet long.
So Stockus, I see what you want to do. It's just going to take me a few minutes to put it in.
Yeah, sorry, I just sort of thought about it and I thought, well,
Yeah, you can
I
do it.
thought I'd
Just give me a few.
I thought I'd have to give you heads up.
Yeah.
Well, Skyler, you could probably still attack him though. It should all do it automatically if you wanted.
But she moved 30 feet.
No, she
Yep.
didn't.
I
30?
moved. I was
One,
right in front of
2,
Andrew.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't have that
1,
part of
2,
the map open.
3, 4.
1, 2, potato!
1, 2, 3, 4. You've moved about 20 feet.
Then she can still shoot, yeah.
Okay. I'll give it a go. If I remember how to attack, hold on, please.
Yeah.
This is definitely blade.
The string
Turn
goes at
around
the-
and
the
shoot the
back.
dwarf.
The pointy end points forward.
Shoot dwarf. Check.
It points forward.
You missed. Okay.
Yeah, I did miss, yes. I have passed it, but there appear to be monsters in the way of Banry.
All right, just give me a second, guys. I got to type all this stuff.
No worries.
Sorry. Is he not available to
No,
just...
I have to put in the
Sorry.
stats one by one, so I have to build. I have to make a
Ridiculous.
character with him in it. It's fine. I just
Well, to make it easier for you, if I ever do it again, it'll be the same
it'll
one.
be done. Yeah, exactly.
For now, until I get high level.
So while we're
Oh, did you pass the turn? Oh,
Yeah,
did, yeah.
It's coming up to be my turn.
there seems to be a lot of monsters still in between you and your turn.
Yeah.
All right, hold on. I'll click it down.
So while we're
It's
waiting,
Panry's turn. Okay, there we go. I'm still typing this stuff in, so have at
I
it.
know.
You guys can do the combat pretty much on your own. I'll just tell you if you hit or not or whatever.
Well, it's my go next, so...
Go, Penry, go!
So what were you going to say, Twindern?
I was going to say to those who do not know, it is very important to note that today is Mr. and Mrs. Domo's anniversary.
Yay!
12 years.
12 years.
12
yeah.
long years.
So does that mean that you guys level up? You get like a +5 to bickering and...
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Exactly.
Stamina goes up. Or does it go down? I don't know what.
It goes down.
He goes down.
Tolerance level.
With every child, your tolerance goes down.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, geez. But as a minion, you get like a +10 for annoyance,
You
don't
do
you?
get minion status. A lot
Yeah.
less chores to do around the house.
So it's like
A +10
The-
to laziness.
the dishes are dirty. Cast minion.
Which reminds me, ready? Go to the dishes, child.
Children are useful.
Not if they say no.
minion comes with a +3 sassy.
And happy birthday, Dying New.
It's Dangner's
Oh.
birthday.
Yeah, happy
He
birthday.
said, he
Happy
said happy
birthday.
anniversary. You guys got married on my birthday, friend.
Oh,
Yes,
awesome.
just
Dying
for
New.
you.
Well done, well done. So Dying Noob is 12 years old?
Yes, apparently so.
Oh.
Oh my God, are you their child?
What?
So Panry, you were going to
I
shoot
might
Kate?
have noticed had I had another
No.
child at one
Oh.
point.
You were going to
I'm
shoot
not
the
sh-
dwarf then.
Yes, I'm going to shoot the dwarf with magic missile into his darkness.
Ooh.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. It's my fault. It is my fault.
Yes.
This is the
Yes,
sort.
it
This
is.
is the sort of thing we should have had sorted out before we started.
We can
Sorry.
take a 2-minute break.
Yeah, let's do it.
I
I
gotta
think
drop off some
that sounds like
coffee.
a great idea.
All right, we'll take a
Yeah.
quick break, everybody. I just got to type in this character here, and then
it's my fault. Blame
Hey,
me.
don't worry
I
about
should
it.
go and get more water.
Just the problem is, I got on the far right screen. I've got is the actual character to add in, and I can't because of the way the screens are all laid out. I can't set the information. It's on the far left one, so everything's I got to do this just to see where I'm trying to type in. I'm like +1, +1, +2, +2, and it's back and forth kind of thing.
I'm sorry. It's all my
Don't
fault.
apologize. It's okay.
She yelled at the squirrel. I want a Mountain Dew.
Get some Cheetos.
Some Cheetos. Where are the Cheetos? Are there any ogres? Got a +9 to ogre slaying.
You're not there. You're getting drunk.
Are there any women? I want to do
Yeah.
them.
Are they hot?
Are they hot?
I'm gonna go get some water.
Yeah,
Cannonball.
go ahead.
I'll be right back.
Have you got any stuff on your screen that I shouldn't see? I was going to flip over to the chat and have a say hello, but if there's monsters up on your screen,
You can go ahead and do that. There's nothing on the
okay,
screen.
okay, cool. Oh, yeah, I can see them all. God.
Well, now you can.
Oh well.
I should have said wait 30
I-
seconds, then go check.
No, it's all right. I knew they were going to be there anyway. It doesn't make a difference.
Yeah.
I know they're going to be there. When it got passed off to my turn and it didn't automatically come up on mine thing, I'm like, fuck.
Yep.
So hello everybody. Hello to yourselves. Floating disc. Yeah, Frankie, not for a while, not until level 8 floating disc, I'm afraid. Hey guys. So yeah, happy mother frickin' birthday.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
That would make them a Leo.
Oh, is it? You're really good on this whole thing.
Yes.
I'm
I
not
know
last.
that.
Coming back. Yay.
I know that purely because my birthday's tomorrow, so
You're getting drunk on stream, right? That's what's happening
fuck
tomorrow?
yeah.
Yeah,
Gonna
yeah.
go out, get myself some beer, and then getting drunk.
You're going to fall asleep on stream? Or?
Again.
I'm gonna start off slow. Just every now and then have a beer, but towards the end, 3 or 4 hours in, I'm gonna start hitting it, and yeah, that'll be interesting.
Got
a bunch-
so only 3 or
Yeah.
4 beers at a time.
Well, it depends on, that's a personal thing, what you consider slow. So maybe 1 beer every half an hour is to start off. That because, by the time I'm into the 3rd hour, it'll be, 4 beers every 15 minutes. No, not yet. Not yet. Tomorrow, my time. So Tuesday for all of you Americans. So no, well, I mean, there's not much to look at in the hangar. There's no new stuff in there just yet. They still haven't dropped the jukebox yet. So, I mean, I've got a bunch of new games that I've been saving up to stream. So, got a pile of different stuff to do. Probably jump into 7 Days to Die as well and die horribly.
Yay.
Yeah. Now that the server's on. Yeah, pre-birthday. Thanks, girly.
What's this I'm seeing about Stockus' birthday?
Tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow for me. So Tuesday for you guys.
Happy birthday, Mr.
Not-
President!
Not yet. Not
Oh.
yet. Harlequin, so the Ultimate Fantasy Grounds, the players can play with the demo. With the
Oh, no.
Ultimate, are you saying that if someone is hosting with Ultimate, that demo players can play with them?
Didn't Ultimate
I'm not-
have enough keys for like 4 or 5 people or something like that?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was the deal. So basically, someone could get Ultimate and then give people like demo keys, and that would allow them to participate, but they wouldn't be able to do any editing or anything. So they could still play, though. I think that's the way it's supposed to work.
All right, I got it all set up.
Okay. Yes, Frankie, I will be driving whilst drunk. You can guarantee that, Fred.
Nice.
All right, so you summon it. You tell me what you want to attack it, and I'll do the attacks and stuff with it.
Okay, hang on. Well, I'm going to flip over now, get back onto the thing. All right, so I am going to summon monster.
Okay.
Woo! And it is going to be a dire rat.
Ha
Yes.
Nice.
Rat.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah, it does. Okay, so I think it actually, from what I understand, it actually takes me a turn to cast it.
Yes.
And it can't attack straight away. So that is what is done.
So we'll put it. He's right in front of you. You can see on the screen.
Yep, I see him.
Yeah.
I see him. That's cool.
Okay. So next up is Errol.
All right, I shall attack.
Go for it.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
You have a critical hit and a critical threat.
Oh yeah, baby. Smash him. Smash him good. What the fuck was that?
Oh,
It's Domo spawn.
That was a Domo spawn.
hold on.
Uh-oh.
What happened?
Is that
Never
is that a
mind.
cry? Was that a crying Domo spawn? Wounded. Yeah, you
Wait a
wound
minute.
that.
Didn't the crit get confirmed?
It did.
Yes, it did.
That was rolling. That was for the crit one. Then you got the other hit, right?
Now you've got another.
Oh, I thought it would automatically do the crit.
It did add the two together, didn't it?
Yeah.
No, that was one for the right plate, one for the left plate.
No.
No,
You
no,
rolled
that-
them both in the same go.
So that
No,
was.
no. I rolled 2 die, one for the right and one for the
Yeah,
left.
you hit for with both blades. You critted the first
I
one, and it was
know.
confirmed.
But
and
the
then
crit didn't add in. Doesn't it add another die?
it did. That's 2d6 you just got for the one
You,
roll.
you have to roll twice for each one.
Yeah, you got to roll the other die, the other one too.
It didn't automatically do it, is what I'm saying.
Did you add the other one?
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Why did you add that? Okay, well,
Because I rolled with 2 different blades.
okay.
All right. And then can I take a half step back
Yes.
without it provoking any kind of
Mhm.
threat? I just want to open up the doorway a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay. And I would like to be done then.
Okay.
Because I feel badness is about to happen.
Yeah.
So he takes a swing at you.
Oh no. Whoa! No!
Knocks you out.
I was said to.
Yes, you. She is below her hit points, so she is dying. He takes and swings his longsword at her. Actually, he up here. He swings his longsword at her, and hits her right in the shoulder. It slices through her. It didn't go through the bone, but it goes right past through the shoulder muscle into her chest, and slices right through her chest. Now she falls back bleeding.
Shit. Can I ask, will she have to be stabilized first before anyone can cast a heal on her? Or can we...
Yeah, anybody can cast heal on her if they want.
Yeah, I'm just saying
Heal
though,
is
like...
just the stabilizing one to stop it.
Yeah, I know, but that's what I'm saying. Does she have to be stabilized first? Because I've still got a potion, a health potion. So, do I have to stabilize her first before I give her the health potion?
No,
or can I
no.
give her the health
You
potion
can
to
give her
bring
the
her
health
back?
potion.
Okay. Could I stabilize, which would bring her up to 0, and then give her the heal potion in one go? Or would that be...
No, you
can I
stabilize her
only do-
first, stop her from dying, and then give her the heal potion. Stabilize is
afterwards,
actually, what you do is you have to cast it on her.
That's
Just like
fine. I
here.
just wanted to double check that they can't be both in the same dome. So I've got to good to do one or the other.
Yep.
Or someone has to. That's cool. That's fine. Just checking. Okay.
All right. So that's his turn. Gavin, you're up, sir.
One moment.
Okay.
Ouch.
Welcome to the stream. Okay, somebody just said there was the first time. Mr. Jones. Mr. Jones and me.
And me.
Oh, see, I should have summoned little mini dog.
Yep. Pops right in.
So ferocious. Look at how scary that face is.
He's so scared. What's that? Eat people's.
I growl at your kneecaps.
I kill you, fucker!
Oh, you're so cute.
What you looking up, Squirrel? I can maybe help
Bull
you.
rush.
Oh, Bull Rush?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so Bull Rush.
Your attack is successful. Your target is pushed back 5 feet.
Mm-hmm.
So the way that I would be running at this guy, it would push him back onto this wooden platform thing.
Yeah, but the way it works is you have to first do a critical.
What?
Yeah. Your Bull Rush,
What do you see? You have to crit.
it says whenever you store a critical hit with a melee attack, you can push your opponent back in additional to the normal damage dealt by the attack. Your formation roll exceeds your opponent's CMD. You may push your opponent back as if from... Oh, I was reading the wrong one. My bad.
I was about to say, what are you talking about? That's not what
You
I'm
make a
reading.
bull rush as a standard action or part of a charge. You put in
Right.
place of a melee attack. You can only bull rush an opponent who is no more than one size category larger than you. He's not. He's actually smaller. A bull rush attempts to push. Well, actually, he's about the same size. A bull rush attempts to push an opponent straight back without doing any harm. If you do not have him pull bull rush feet or similar ability, initiating bull rush provokes an attack of opportunity from the target of your maneuver. If your attack is successful, your target is pushed back 5 feet. For every 5 by which your attack exceeds the opponent's CMB, you push the target back an additional 5 feet. You can move the target if you wish, but you must have the available movement to do so. If your attack fails, your movement ends in front of the target. Enemy being moved by the bull rush does not provoke an attack opportunity because of movement unless you possess the greater bull rush feat. Oh. You cannot bull rush a creature into a square that's being... Okay, yeah. That.
Hold on. Cannot bull rush a creature into a square that is occupied by a solid object or obstacle.
So if there was a
So
table
in this
right
particular case, is that a table?
there... No, these are all holes with a
Okay.
piece of wood over the top of them.
All right. Well, I'm thinking that I want to bull rush to
Yeah,
this
it should
guy.
be able to. Just trying to see if we have it on. We have to add it to your character as an action. Real quick, let me see. Library.
It's not in either.
No, that's skill either. Well,
Well, it just
feats.
says in place of a melee attack. So effectively, I just have to make an attack roll.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, you're right. I was just
Alright.
looking to see if it had like
Well,
a CMB and CMD changes or anything like that. But okay, go ahead. Yeah, if you want to do it that way. That would work.
Let me see. Let me just reread it one more time. Make the rush as a standard action or as part of a charge in place of the melee attack. Well, I'd be charging him.
Mm-hmm.
Could only bull rush him. Your attack is successful. Your target is pushed back 5 feet. For every 5
Above the
that you
CMD.
see- Yeah, but I'm not really interested in pushing
You just-
him any.
You just want to push him back, what, like...
Just push him back out of the way.
Okay, you can do that.
So my ultimate objective is to push him on top of that and see if
We'll
can
just make
trap
it
him
easy.
at that point.
If you hit, then, yeah, go ahead. If you hit him, then we'll say you go back 5 feet, and then I'll have you roll a 4-sided die to see if you do how many more feet back from that. That'll just make it easy instead of us trying to screw around with all this stuff.
So what? I guess. I don't have a non.
Melee attack, yeah.
Yeah, I don't have a. You want me
That's
to
what-
just roll the dice?
Yeah, just roll a die. Or you know what? Yeah, actually, any of these would work. You could do.
Does a 17 hit him?
Yeah, 17 would hit him.
Yeah,
Right,
because
so
that's what I just rolled.
Just roll a d4 then. See how far you knock him back.
D4.
1 is 5 feet. 2
That's all I was really interested in was just the one space.
Yeah. Okay, well, if that's all you want to push him back, then you knock him
Yeah,
back,
that's.
like right here. And you,
Oh, okay. Well, that kind of.
But
It's not
Oh,
where
well.
you wanted to push him.
Yeah.
Where did you
totally
wanna push
not
him?
where I wanted to- On top of that board.
platform.
Yeah, which is what I said.
yeah, but you said 5
But
feet.
if that's.
But this is
Never
this is
mind.
here. This would be 5. This would be 10.
Never mind. Good. Yeah.
Do you want to push him 10? You can push him 10. That's why I was having you try to roll the d4.
Okay, stop. He was right here at this corner.
Right, he was right there.
5 feet to me is the next tile over.
Right here.
Yeah. But you pushed him further. Alright, so the goal was to push him on top of this wood.
On top of this wood.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be a
Yes.
straight back, which he was right here. Oops.
Well, I was just thinking, I mean, because he was. Yeah, never mind. Whatever.
I'm
Just
dying
move
over here.
pushes.
Can we just push him somewhere?
We haven't died
Yeah.
yet. You're exactly the same way you were.
It doesn't
If you
feel
want-
that way to me.
If he was right here, then pushing him back would be oops. Then
Would
pushing
be
him back
pushing-
straight would be here.
Right. If I was coming at him at a straight angle.
Right.
Right. So the whole purpose, which is completely wasted now, was to push him at an angle that he would end up right there.
On that
But
wood.
since that's not going to happen, let's just move forward. And now that he's out of the way, somebody can run in and stabilize her.
Okay, no, that's fine. You can push him right there.
Why do I have two? Oh, no, I don't.
All right, sorry, I'm back. No, my daughter. She's asking me some questions. Okay. So yeah, that's fine. I see what you're trying to do. I just didn't think of it as that angle. So he's standing on a piece of wood, and you've knocked him back.
All right, well. So it's a pretty solid piece of wood then. It's not like it's going to collapse.
No, not gonna collapse.
Okay.
It's
All right.
pretty thick.
It's totally what I wanted to find out.
Okay.
All right, so the dire rat. Okay. Sorry. What? I'm gonna tell my little brosif to run up there and oh, he's so small.
He's so cute.
He's so cute. I'm gonna get him to attack. I think he's only got bite.
He does. Yep.
Yeah, okay. I couldn't tell which way he's. Hang on, I need to zoom in so I can
Yeah.
see what the hell's going on. Oh, there he is.
So
He's
you
so
want him to,
cute.
Oh,
Oh, my little dire rat. Okay, yep.
and he
Oh,
misses.
That's fine.
How long are they summoned for? Was it one? 3 rounds? I forget. They don't last very long.
It's a min. Now you're asking me. It's
By the way, is this a goblinoid?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Then, yeah. Plus 1 to goblinoid, right?
Yep.
Keep that in memory.
shit. Hang on. Sorry. Summon monster 1 round per level, so 2 rounds he'll last.
Okay. All right. Next up is Andu.
That is my 20-foot move.
Mm-hmm.
This is my stabilize.
Okay. So when her turn comes back around, it'll probably say if she's been stabilized. She actually should be stabilized. It does take in
Probably-
that for account.
It's probably just like my guidance. It's sort of working, but sort of not.
Yeah.
But we know she's stabilized.
We know she's stabilized. I'm not going to let her take any more hits. Okay. So that's your turn, Kaywin.
Feel free to shoot me in the back.
I would love to. I'm gonna move out of the. That's pretty crowded over there. I'm gonna come over here, and I'm gonna point blank on this guy.
Oh
That's a
yeah.
good hit.
Nice.
Smash him.
Very
Good shot.
palpable.
Oh.
Nope.
Ah.
Oh well.
You point blank shot him right in his elbow.
Which one? He's got
this
three.
is
Which
not
one?
good, no.
That would hurt.
The one that's in the back. Yeah.
Would hurt.
It
You
would
know,
hurt
when you
back.
hit your funny bone, it's terrible.
It's terrible, yeah.
Back.
It's funny to
Back elbow.
everybody but you.
Yeah, exactly.
Does this make him drop his weapon? Because it's like, tingling. No.
No,
Just
he's
kidding.
hanging on to it. Oops.
Just kidding.
Henry,
Well,
it's your turn.
my go. Okay, so it is my turn. I am going to.
Nuke him.
Your guy will still there, and it will automatically. You don't have to say every time that you want him to attack and use that as your turn.
No. I'm moving up behind. Trying to be up behind Errol. And where is it? And I'm going to.
All right, you healed her. She is no
Okay.
longer. Well, she's actually just disabled, so she's unconscious still, but she has
Okay,
come back
hang
from
on.
the brink.
I'm confused. She dropped down to 13 HP, which was dying.
Right, she was 3 below her normal.
I
So
was
shouldn't
3 below.
shouldn't stabilize bring her to 0?
No,
No, it just stops her from going any farther down.
that's not how it works, unfortunately.
That's okay. Okay, well, I mean, at least you're just unconscious now. You're not.
Yeah,
Taking a little nap.
so you get a little nap in your lap.
And
stroking
that's
her
pretty much
hair.
all I can-
And
all I
that's
can do,
pretty much
isn't it?
what he wanted.
Yep.
Okay.
Oops.
Well, Errol.
Yeah, you're out, so yeah, it goes right past you.
Sleepy time.
All right. He is going to turn and attack at Mr. Gavin.
With stable footing.
And he misses. Gavin?
Smash him.
I am going to whoop this motherfucker's ass.
Chop his arms off.
Because as much shit as I give the drow, it's all in good fun.
Aww.
Smash
So
him.
I am going to champion attack him.
If her heart wasn't a withered
Wow,
husk,
good hit.
she would feel- Do it!
Oh.
Oh.
I'm going to tickle him.
You slice into one of his arms, and he's like, just shrugs it off.
I've got a spare. All right. So last turn for my rat. Attack!
Attack!
Bite him in the ball sack.
Attack! In the ball sack, wow.
Dick shot.
Oh!
Balls deep!
He turns and bites his own balls.
Wow.
Really?
They are typically very huge, so
Mhm.
it makes sense. that-
Really? Well, they put it- Okay.
Wow.
He then realizes what he said is like, kill me, and just gone.
Well,
Yep, he has bit his own balls and passed out.
That was amazing.
well, it's his last round anyway.
At least he got to die with the taste of balls in his mouth.
Yes.
I very, very commonly, that's what I long for.
Wow.
Is that how you want to go, Trendane?
Kind of.
All right.
Wow.
Jesus Christ.
Wow.
The comedy of it all. You can take it now.
Well, we did say that there needs to be more dick shots, and
Well, just didn't specify. Did
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
specify.
Yeah,
Never
Rage.
should have.
Whose go is it now?
Who's
It
next?
is Andrew's turn.
All right.
Round
Oh.
33. For those of
Is
you
it-
that are counting.
Is there ever a point where we reset the combat tracker?
At the end of the instance.
We've already gone through 33 rounds of inside
Get
the
up,
fun-
lady.
Yes, we've been
Oh!
at the 33 rounds.
Look at me.
Yep. You boop, back up to health.
Magically just
He's back up
nice.
and feels fine.
Nice.
All right, next up.
So she
Kill
still has
this.
3 wounds.
Yeah, she
Kill
still has
this
3.
motherfucker, Kaywin!
Looks over and wizard fists Andu.
Whoa.
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 Mage hands, Andy.
Whoa.
What is a wizard fist?
Don't.
You really
don't.
want
No,
that.
I actually nope. I'm just rolling. I'm just rolling.
Oh!
Look at you.
Damn.
Nice.
Nice.
Yes.
And that apparently
Did not kill
caused
him.
him to scratch. And
But he went from yellow to orange, so that's better.
he scratched his own balls this time.
Yes, he's
Now
like,
he's
he
my
takes the-
least favorite.
he takes the arrow, reaches down and scratches his balls with the arrow.
Oh god damn.
Mm.
You don't want that arrow back.
Now he's my least favorite flavor of Skittle.
That's it. Okay.
The Panry?
Yeah.
You gotta go through.
This makes me nervous every time. It's like from Kaywin to me, and it's like
Dragon
takes
1,
oh, no, all the
Dragon
people.
2, Cave Troll, Giant.
Because we can hear you clicking, click, click.
Yeah,
At
click,
3.
Click, click, click. Okay. I am going to. Where is it? I gotta find it. Okay. Come on.
Nice.
It's a hit.
Yes. And where that damage at?
Raise his balls.
Do it.
So he kind of hit him right in the chest, and his arms kind of crinkle up, and they're sort of held there because they're all frozen, sort of stuck. But he has one arm still good.
Oh,
Yes.
RL, you are up.
I crack my neck, get up off the ground, pick up my swords.
I motion that there's a cure light wounds in my bag.
Ugh, nah.
She shrugs it off.
She's pissed.
Oh, I should have taken the cure light wounds.
Oh,
Shit.
Fuck.
Oh no.
Ah. Well, we have 2 right next to you.
Fuck. She could always damage herself.
She could. All right.
D4? Is that what you would
D4,
like?
yep. 1 and 2 is Gavin. 3 and 4 is Kaywin. And you hit Gavin. So, roll damage on Gavin.
This is her offhand weapon.
I don't know which one it was.
Yep.
Is it offhand?
It was the second one.
No,
No, not that
sorry.
one.
No, wrong,
Jesus.
wrong completely.
Right, you take
Oh,
2 points of damage. Oh no, 3 points of damage. Half of what she actually did.
Damn.
I'll put him back on there for you, Gavin.
Ouch.
Oh, you did it? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
That sucks.
Thought I had held up an olive branch. God damn.
Okay, so the one good hand, the one with the what's he got? The one that's up top there. The axe is the one that's coming off the back. It's the one that's not been frozen. So he's going to swing that down at Mr. Gavin. Ooh,
Fuck. And there's a dead dwarf.
You might
slashes down and comes across your chest.
you might need that spell for yourself, son.
Thinking about it, except I'm kind of stupid that way.
Well, just don't roll a 1.
So I'm looking at this platform that he's on. Can I distinguish how big of a hole it is underneath?
It's a 5-foot square hole.
Not getting enough sleep last night? Yeah. I want to. How big is this character here?
He's about your size. The goblin.
Goblin.
Bigger than me.
And I get a +1 to hit the goblin.
Mm-hmm.
What I want to do, though, is I would like to attempt to kick the platform and cause it to collapse.
Okay.
While
Well, it's not really a
drinking
platform.
the-
It's a piece of wood over a hole. So you could.
Okay, well, I would like to kick the piece of wood.
Okay. Roll d20. Yep, you successfully kick the piece of wood, and he falls down into the hole. And he will take 2 points of damage. Oh, that didn't work. I'll just give him 2 points of damage. Trying to drop it sometimes doesn't work. All right, so he falls down in the hole, and you hear. And he's down there going, "Guys, get me out!"
No.
We'll just put this piece of wood back down and we'll just nail it in place. There we go. Bon appetit! In Thessalonian.
So if you guys want to look down into the hole, you see Corvus in there scurrying about trying to get out of the hole, and there's a zombie down there.
How deep is that hole?
About 8 feet.
That's a nice size hole.
Provided there are no ladders or ropes for zombie escaping.
Nope.
It's a lovely menagerie you've got.
Get me out! Get me out!
I've already passed on my turn, so if you want to go ahead and flip through the several other creatures
Okay.
to get back to Andu.
Die
Several
rabbit.
dozen other creatures.
Yes. Die rabbit.
14 dragons.
Well, if I do my math right, there's 11 of those planks. I'm guessing there's 11 zombies.
If they're all 8 feet deep holes, then
Those zombies
Well,
are not
yeah,
coming
yeah.
out.
I hope not. Okay, so we're still theoretically in combat, and he's down there.
He's furiously trying to get out.
Hang on, let's see. 1, 2, 3. I can move, and
Has he been speaking common this whole time?
Yes.
slightly concerning.
oh no, I don't want to go down into the hole. I just want to stand above it. I'm gonna try. I don't want him to live. I want this sucker to die. Oh, and I fail terribly. How do I fail shooting a point blank spell into a hole?
Did you? Well, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna move the zombie out of the hole a little bit, just so guys can shoot at either Corvus or the zombie. Because right now the two icons are right on. Were you shooting at Corvus or the zombie? Okay.
Yeah, I was shooting at him. I missed anyway.
Just
God
pretend
damn
that
it.
these two are in the same hole. Just
Fucking.
use magical pretense.
Alright, so I failed.
Okay. Next up, Darrell. Errol. We can't hear you.
I passed anyways, though, because there's nothing I can do.
All right, so Corvus starts. It's his turn. He starts whacking away at the zombie, and he misses.
Aw,
With that. Ooh, he hits with that one. Jesus, critical.
So the zombie, did it
for
get an
that.
attack?
Jeez, I missed that one too. Yeah, he was
Did he get an
nibbling.
attack on.
Yeah, he was
Corvus?
nibbling on Corvus. I took some damage off already.
Oh, okay.
So he hits with this one.
Wait, so he's got access to all his arms again?
Yeah, he was only frozen for that one part of the round.
Okay.
Yeah, it only sort of slows you for one movement round, I think.
So he's down in the hole and he's whacking away at this thing. That's his turn. All right, Gavin, you're up.
I'm gonna take. I've got a little pint of oil.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna dump it in there on Corvus, and then use my flint and steel to light it.
Sure. Just roll. Get anything over 10, and let's say you're successful. All right. So Corvus is now on fire. He's gonna take 2 points of damage every round until he's dead. While he's down there.
Goblin's on fire.
Oh my god, I was just gonna do that. Don't do that, Sagas.
Andu, you're up.
Mail me.
I figure Andu's got one round before he starts getting very close to ballistic vomiting again. So, guidance on Gavin.
Okay.
And he is now getting like,
The smell is pretty foul. For everybody else, you're just kind of like, it's kind of rank in here.
Sorry, man.
You stinky.
All right, you're all done, Andu?
oh shit, yeah.
That's
sorry.
okay. I'll get it. Awen?
Finish him.
Well, okay, I can. Just to say, if I've got this right, he's on fire and he's attacking the zombie. Like, we don't have to do shit.
Wouldn't technically the zombie be on fire too? They're in the same pit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Kill
I'll
him.
shoot him. I'll kill him.
Finish him.
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Nope,
Oh no!
not Mortal Kombat.
Normal combat!
Oh, wait, no, this one up here.
Woeful combat. Moron combat.
Look, if she's not hitting me in the back, that's all I care about.
Ooh. Zombie is smashing him. Kind of. Holy shit.
Corvus is no more.
These
Okay.
zombies are kind of.
Oh, he was on
Picking
fire
up?
too.
And yeah, he is down to 5. Or he's taking 2 more points of damage being on fire.
You know what really, really sucks?
Hmm.
All those nice weapons are down in the pit.
I have a grappling hook.
Henry, you are up, good sir.
You're
I
gonna
am.
grappling hook up the zombie?
No, I'm saying once he's dead, we can grapple down and grab it. So,
It'll be fine.
okay, now zombie, well, you're just walking around in a circle, aren't you, little boy? All right. I know you are not resistant to acid, although
While he's
can't-
on fire.
Me? Really? Okay.
So, has the zombie been taking damage too from the fire?
Yeah, I just gave him 2 more
He's-
points.
Okay.
I
Still
shall
on-
ensure to do nothing.
Jesus. Whatever you do, Gavin, don't piss on him.
You should know
Actually,
zombies.
on my turn, can I take a trip? Oh, never mind. We're not in the right direction. Forget it. I was gonna go get the spear, but
1 sec. I'm looking at my inventory.
Harlequin 3050. It's like, I am chosen.
I,
what is that?
I'm gonna walk over here and see if I can see if there's a zombie in this hole too.
You took the top off?
I'm just gonna peek. Not like completely removing it, just All right, so I'd like to I'd
Goes
like
the
to take
zombie.
my torch out
Okay.
and light it and drop it down and set this one on fire as well.
He's on fire.
All right. Hang on, I'm just marking off my inventory.
Okay.
I wish I had an AoE.
Go ahead, Andu. Andu takes off. He's like, fuck it. I'm out of here.
Retching and gagging the whole way.
All right, Kaywin, you're up.
Hey, by the way,
Yes, sir.
do I detect anything inconsistent with the stonework in the area that I'm at?
Not particularly. That's old. Very, very old. You can tell the stone.
Is it by chance there looks like some oddity in that one tile?
No,
Is
just...
that possibly a door?
Oh, this one down here? Yeah, it's just a passageway that goes down.
Oh, it's a passageway.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You can see it now. You couldn't see it before when you're in the left corner of the room.
Yeah, I
A little
just
bit
couldn't see because
focused
that
on
one. Yeah. All right.
All right?
Is that zombie still taking burning damage?
Yes.
Okay, well, you know, I don't know how long we're going to be here, and I don't think I should waste arrows if it's probably going to kill him. So, I'm going to investigate some of the other holes and see if there are zombies in this one as well.
Mm-hmm.
How would I do that?
Just say I want to push the thing back.
Say
Can
I
we-
would like to push the thing back, please.
There you go.
Can we just role play this all the way through and just murder all the zombies? Okay.
Yes, you may.
Because clearly we're going to go 1-to-1.
Does
Yeah,
the
and just-
wood seem very old and dry and flammable?
Old and dry maybe, but not necessarily... I mean, it doesn't seem like it's any worse off.
That's a lot of zombies.
If I knocked it down into the zombie hole,
Mm-hmm.
would the fire that is pursuing
Catch on
from
fire
the
with a
zombie
Sure.
make more heat,
Mm-hmm.
burn him faster?
Right, quite probably, yeah. You can see one that's
Fantastic.
been sort of pushed out of the way there. There was one zombie you guys met in the beginning who kind of got loose.
So the two that are on fire, I would like to drop the wood inside to
Right, aren't we?
Speed.
Are we just role playing this?
Yeah, you don't have to go turn by turn anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're all dead.
Yeah, they're all dead.
We set them all on fire, and they all...
We just hit the fast forward button on our.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
'Cause this was going to take all day if we kept doing this.
Yes.
So while we're waiting for them to die, are we resting up then too, since it takes so long?
No.
Um,
The stench is horrible,
just
though. There's black
set
smoke
up a
coming
camp.
out. Yeah, set up a camp. You're using the campfire. You're roasting zombies.
We have a campfire.
roast zombie.
Zombies roasting on an open fire.
All right, while
Sitting
I'm
around
waiting for
talking.
these zombies to burn, what do we see when we look down this hallway?
Okay.
While she's looking down the hallway, I'm going to pour a little water on the weapons in this pit and rappel down and pick them up.
Okay. You pick up a +1 longsword, a silver dagger, and a masterwork hand axe.
Oh, ooh.
I'll give you the stats and stuff on them later if you want.
No, yeah, that's cool.
Kayla, are you writing that down?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm very good at writing things down.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. Oh boy.
Thank you, Mrs. Dermo.
And now I'm climbing
Is that
back out
Is
Okay.
that a
and
door
rolling my rope back up.
at the very end of my hallway?
Yes.
Okay, so instead of going to the hall, I'm gonna go right here and very carefully peek around the corner. That's as far as I can see.
Oh, wow.
Oh, excitement.
Suspense drama.
I wave back up the passage for my friends to come and find me. Is that what I hear?
Mm-hmm.
What? Make that again? Fine, I'm not waving to anybody.
Okay.
Is there anything on the curved end of that room? There's no door out of there, and it's still masked off. That's the reason.
Yeah, there's a door at the very end of the hall.
Oh.
No. On the
curved end
chamber.
of the zombie room.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, nothing here. Sorry.
Okay, yeah.
Okay,
So-
my wizard friend, there seems to be a circular spinny room going downward, spiral staircase. There are some noises coming from the bottom. Not good noises. And there is a door to the south.
Now, okay, so
You guys
Andrew's
talk amongst
head-
yourself and... Oh, we should somehow...
I'm just saying, Andrew's head back up to the top of the stairway.
Well, we just need to decide if we're going back or if we're continuing this way.
I'd just like to point out there was another door that we haven't explored yet.
Yes. At the
And,
bottom of some stairs.
And also, for the sake of consistency, I want to examine all of the holes to make sure there wasn't anything else of value that might have been in there with the zombies.
No, just a pile of charred zombie flesh at the bottom, quivering.
Sexy.
Do we want to continue on this? Our drow friend says a spiral staircase heading further downwards may lead to further danger. There is also a doorway, and there's the doorway earlier on that we still are yet to examine. I think while we wait for the smoke and the crap to clear from this room, we might want to go back so that Andu can probably accompany us at least. Seeing as...
He's throwing up right now.
Yeah. Okay,
I'm all in favor of going back and catching some air and maybe resting again a little bit because I'm still pretty injured again, and I'm sure our drow friend might could use a breather. Quite literally.
Yeah. Do you have any healing potions left?
Just that one.
That
Cure
one
light
what-
wounds.
Okay. I will, as we walk back, give you the cure moderate wounds that I have.
Alright, so you guys are heading out for the day?
I don't know if are we heading out for the day or are we just going back to examine that other doorway that we haven't looked in yet.
Okay.
And rest.
Wow.
You're giving me the... Say that again?
I have a cure moderate wound from a long time ago.
Oh.
I'm giving it to you to hold on to.
Oh, okay. So are we trading? Do you
Not
need
to
a cure light
you.
wounds?
No, I don't want one. I have a
Oh.
cure light wound.
Oh.
I just got healed, pretty much.
Oh, I didn't... Yeah. I don't... Oh, yeah, you're back at 3. Wow.
I generally...
Yeah, but you've only got 10 hit points? Jesus.
Yeah, I know. I really rolled crap.
Glass tank. Or glass cannon, whatever.
I should
Very
not be
well.
taking damage.
I'm trying to see where my dude is.
Oh, yeah. Where
Oh.
you mean your dude's over there?
I'm gonna head down to the doorway. And skills. I'm going to... Can I detect any sorts of sounds or movement coming from behind the door at the bottom of these stairs?
Mm-hmm.
I can?
Yep, hold on.
Can I? Yep. And this is a catacomb.
Un momento, por favor. This is what you hear?
That dwarf again, being in a sound.
Wait for the shake. Wait for the shake. Yes, there we go. Does it sound like Leslie Nielsen singing along with it? No.
Did I hear something other than water there?
No.
No, because I thought while you were pouring the water, you made like a noise, and I'm like,
No, it was the little bottle I had.
okay.
See, I thought the sound I thought was something that he heard too.
Running water, huh? I'm not sure whether I should continue onwards by myself, but I mean,
What could go wrong?
I know. Yeah, I mean, I'm a boss. I'm a boss wizard.
And there are no
the
mobs
list.
in here at all.
We are still kind of irritated, so why don't you just bust right in there, wizard? Golden showers.
What? You know what could possibly go wrong? I pushed the door to see if it's open. Is the door open?
It does open, yes.
Okay.
While he was
I
doing
swing
that,
it.
I was walking around to.
I open it.
All right.
I did not go down there.
I did. What is that?
It's a creature, like the bat wings and a head.
It's a vargoyle.
Because we know that. Oh,
And
Whoa.
Henry's dead.
Am I dead? Did I just die?
No, but you got bit, and now you have poison coursing through your veins, and you're starting to
Sweet.
become a little bit disoriented.
Oh. Okay. So
was this thing flying?
Yes, it's flying. It's got wings.
All
It's like
right.
it's like a bat head kind of thing with big flappy wings and a long tongue. It's flying over the top of a fountain, which is making that noise.
How big is this?
do I?
About the size of about like take two soccer balls and put them together.
It's got one hell of a bladder. What is he made of? Nothing but a bladder?
It's not him. He's literally, I can't see it there, but he's on top of a fountain that's making that noise.
Oh, I see.
It's flying over the top of it. The room is a dome, so he's flying up at the top of the dome, and he comes.
Oh, okay. Do I because it attack? I don't get an attack back at it, like because it flew at me or anything.
Right. That was its attack of opportunity. It saw you
Right, so
opening
that
the door.
was its attack of opportunity.
Yep.
Okay.
You didn't have your mage armor on? Damn.
No, of course not. Why would I have why would I need it for a fountain? You know? Okay. Well, I'm now in combat.
Yep. So
Well,
roll
no one
initiative.
else is in. No one else is in
Yeah,
combat.
you
yet,
can
is
you can just roll initiative for
Oh,
yourself.
there? Yeah.
Just lay down there and die.
Well, I'm fairly close, so
Ooh, that initiative, yo.
yeah. Oh, it's you know.
It's better than he got. He got a 3.
Wow.
Well, I'm gonna be rushing up here because I heard Panry squeal like a bitch.
That's my ass. You bit me.
That tongue is amazing.
All right. So you find Panry laying on the ground. He's got a
Oh,
bite on him, and the bite has like this festering, bubbling stuff coming out of it. And you see a creature up in the air, like I was describing, sort of like a big bat head with wings attached to its head, like where its ears would be.
I just go ahead and put Panry out of his misery now.
And kill him.
No,
All right. So you can roll for initiative then.
roll for the initiative.
All right. So
Wow.
it is now your turn.
Oh, I guess I'm gonna move in a little
Okay.
bit and have at thee, foul villain. Oh, sorry.
It hisses as it sees you come in the room.
Oh, nice. Hit him.
Get
it.
Very nice.
But it's only wounded. Jesus.
I know.
Christ.
You knock it back into the air. It kind of flutters its wings and starts circling back around. Goes flying back around and goes to
Oh, what? I don't get. I don't get a
we
turn.
hear
Okay, Joe, I'm
any?
sorry, that was an accident. I meant to only
No, I was
click
gonna
it
say
once.
I'm only wounded.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
not out
you're
yet.
fine. Yeah, you're fine. I
Come on! God damn it!
Listen, you suck the poison.
Suck the poison. Fuck it. I'm gonna have a go.
Nice.
Yes.
Nice.
nice shot.
All right, and where is the acid dart damage? Come on, baby.
Yeah!
And
Oh wow!
you
Bite
kill
me,
it.
you son of a bitch.
Jesus
You hit it back with this
Christ.
acid blast. It explodes in acid as it flies backwards and lands right in the other corner of the room, completely
God
unconscious.
Damn.
Fucking bite me, you piece of shit.
Hello.
That's what you get.
Yeah.
Kill houses.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
All right.
So now, you don't feel so good. You're extremely nauseous.
If only we had some way to heal your afflictions.
We don't
Oh,
know
well.
that anything's going on down there.
Nope.
Unless
I
you're
did
yelling.
yell.
That's
You
true.
did?
Yes, he did.
I
Okay.
did yell.
So you don't have to go through turns or anything. If you guys want to come running up here, you can.
Zoop. What did you do?
It bit me.
Something bit him. That thing over there.
Son of bitch bit me.
Son of a bitch, farting ice hole.
Knock down that wall, knock down that wall, and knock down that fargan wall.
Okay.
Well, oh, sorry. You spin me right round, baby.
Wiki, wiki,
Well-
wiki, 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 wiki.
Yes.
Wiki,
Okay.
wiki, bang,
Have we
bang.
discovered the Fountain of Youth by chance?
I was just going to ask what condition the water in the fountain is in.
Yeah, let me read you the description of this here room. Water ripples quietly in the circular stone pool, the rim of which is lined with skulls.
An evil well.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. It's just a well. With
Does the water smell fresh, or does it?
It does smell fresh, yeah.
Okay.
What? This room is made of stone, right?
Yes, and it's
Would like to look at the stonework.
look at the stone. It's very well put together. It's very old, very ancient. Almost no tool marks you could be found. It's a perfect dome over the top of the fountain.
No tool marks.
Right.
That's goddamn impressive.
It's excellent
Or-
architecture.
Or done with magic, one of the two.
There's a door out to the west. Or east, I mean.
Is Panry still conscious, or is he?
Yeah, he's conscious. He's just extremely sick.
Yes.
Do you need the aid of a doctor?
No,
I
I'm
ask him.
fine.
Quick! Somebody call 911.
1, 2, 3, 5, 9, 7, 6.
We can't hear
7, 8,
Stockus.
9, 10.
I don't know how I can.
Can I ask whether this poison effect is going to do me damage over time, or is
You
it
don't know.
just
Right
I
now,
don't know. Okay.
Right now, you just feel nauseous and sick.
Okay. All right. Drink the water.
If you look
reckon?
if you look at the arm where it bit you, your veins are turning black.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Chop it
Kind
off!
of, which kind of answers the next question.
Do we apply a tourniquet to the arm? Will that help?
No, he put it around his neck.
Oh.
Tourniquet around the neck.
Puh.
That's good.
All right. Bring me some water from the.
I get some
Bit of
water
a
and take it over to.
Yeah.
I do have in my backpack. I have a water skin that I fill up every time we rest. So
When near water that isn't tainted.
yeah, so you could use the water from my water skin for that.
That's true.
But then we wouldn't know if there's any special properties to the water in the well.
Yeah, like poison.
I was going to say, like, accelerate poison. That's awesome.
What could go wrong?
Yeah.
Well,
Mage who runs through a door.
That will
Okay.
teach him.
Yes, I think
all right,
we
so
need,
yeah,
I need
wizard
to
tank.
pee on his wound.
Oh, Jesus.
sprinkled meat tenderizer on it. It's just like a jellyfish steak. It's the same sort.
You pour vinegar on it.
If I heal him, it's the last one I've got for the day.
Oh.
Yeah, but
And
you
it's
have a cure poison though.
no.
Okay, then healing him.
That's
is
why I was
just-
about to say it's kind of a stopgap measure,
Yeah.
which is why I was going to check and see if it seemed like the poison was accelerating or if it was slowing down. But it sounds like it's still cruising right along. No real signs of stopping.
Yep.
No.
Just happily moving up his arm.
I asked him once more if perhaps he required someplace else to be.
Considering the state of the group, it may be prudent of us to retreat for the evening. Seeing as this is under the glassworks and it's not that far away, we could probably retreat for medical help for all of us. Does that seem like a prudent move?
Well, I'm gonna take that flask that I had the oil in, and wipe it out and just get some of the water out of the fountain.
What I will do though is just on the off chance that Panry gets to attempt to save versus poison every round, hit him with a guidance again.
Okay. I don't know what that was.
I was going to say, is that just someone breathing on a
What's that?
microphone?
I was like, "What is that?"
Or is that something we should
I
be
think it was Mrs.
concerned
Domo
about?
was breathing.
I will stop breathing now.
Just move it
Yes.
down. Move it down underneath your chin a little bit.
No, I have to like.
There you go.
It hurts my ears.
Oh.
I think we need to evac because we've clearly got. I myself am hurt. The wizard's down. He's got some issues. We could lose him or his arm, and then he couldn't type and fap at the same time. And
Cast and fam.
yes, he'd have to use his mage hand to take care of himself at this point,
Or his monkey.
or his monkey.
Ooh, that might be a little dangerous.
I mean,
Hang on.
I don't think
Could
he
I
would be. I don't think he would be Panry Joy Sword anymore at that
Nope.
point.
No, it'd be no sword. Can I ask Domo?
Mhm.
Would I be able to summon Bolo and actually get him to run back to town to get like a potion of cure poison? Is that
You
capable,
could.
or is that?
You could send him back to, say, a Miku with a note wrapped around him or something.
1 mile.
I ask him one more time if he maybe wants to be somewhere else instead.
Yeah,
Well, I'm
kinda
just-
in a
I'm-
time-sensitive thing, right? So
I'm
How much worse does his arm look from when we started talking to now?
Not much.
Okay. But it's not looking pretty either.
No, it's disgusting.
It shouldn't do that.
Festering.
when I
I'm gonna start walking off. I grab Henry, and we're heading out.
Okay.
No more arguments. We're moving.
okay.
All right. I
Okay.
usher along the other ones and
Not gonna argue with a pissed off dwarf in my
we'll
condition.
bring up the rear.
So it looks like we're evacing. Well, while you drag me out of the cave, I'm gonna BRB one momentum.
All right. Let's just say you guys make it back to the inn, and the doc comes over and fixes you all up. We're just gonna speed through this because we don't want to be role playing all this out.
Right. Exactly.
So basically, you go back. Everyone rests. Everyone gets all their hit point back, and oops, it's been 4 hours. Start up the cameras, everybody. Stockis, who is not going to be able to, isn't there? But anyway, so you get back. Everyone gets healed up. we'll say it takes the rest of the day. The next day, you guys are all studied back up, and you have all your heals and everything back.
Skype not resizing.
Would you like to get any more equipment or anything before you go back?
Is my video come back on yours?
Not yet.
No. I
Well,
need to get more arrows.
Okay.
Hang on. Yeah, I need to see about possible potions.
Okay, so about 10 gold, Skyla. You fill your arrows all the way back up.
Okay, it's 20.
Squirrel, the potions are about 100 gold pieces each for a cure moderate wounds and 20 gold pieces each for cure light wounds.
How many are available?
5 of each.
And it looks like I'm gonna have to drop and rejoin.
Okay, go
'cause
ahead.
It's when Skype does that resize
Yeah.
the video thing,
It won't
and
do it.
apparently that's what's it's not redoing it. So I'll be right back.
You said 20 gold each
Mm-hmm.
for the cure light potions.
Yep.
Yeah, I was just gonna go ahead and pick up a bunch for.
I'm gonna grab 5 of those myself.
Hang on.
Well, there's 5 available at the shop, so it's either between you and Squirrel to work it out.
So there's only 5. Okay.
Yeah.
How many moderates are available?
5 of moderates, 5 of lights.
Okay. I replenish my 1 moderate.
So what did I miss?
You died.
I did? Okay.
No, we're just going to speed through real quick. We're not going to role play it all out, going all the way back and everything. Everyone went back. You all rested for the night. You've relearned all of your spells. There are 5 of total moderate wounds available and 5 light wounds available at the shop. If you need any other equipment, let me know. But we're just going to try to get back there. So.
Okay. Are there any cure poison, or am I taken to a hospital or something?
Yes.
Would we?
Yep. You go to you go to the alchemists, and the alchemist
Okay.
has a special poultice that he puts on there. You're gonna have to keep it on for the next couple of weeks, but it'll draw the poison out.
Okay. Shit.
And you're probably gonna be left with a nasty scar on your arm.
Oh, chicks dig the scars, man.
Still having a hard
Let
time
me-
connecting up there, Squirrel.
Where is it? The library, spells, cleric spells. Okay.
Hey,
Let me
Chris.
I'm just making sure I've got the cure moderate, because how much are those potions?
100 for the cure moderate.
And 20
Okay,
for cure
and-
light.
Okay, so I got to take off 120. Okay, cool.
So you bought 1 of the cure lights, and we gotta wait for.
Squirrel wanted to buy some too,
Squirrel.
but there's a total of 5 available, so like you have to share.
One of each.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on. So was that 5?
Is it not
5
working?
moderates
You know,
and
Squirrel, I could just
5
call you.
lights?
I could just start the whole call over.
It's Skype.
Yeah, I know. I'll call everybody back.
It's Skype. Skype. Whenever it goes to resize my video, it's not. If you call me, it's not going to matter. Skype
okay.
is fucking up here. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's okay.
So I'm just going to go no video.
That's fine.
We missed your face already.
We miss your
There's
face.
no meal on Sundays.
You only check it earlier.
Yeah, there was. I thought about buying something the other day, but it's complicated, so we'll worry about that.
Yeah, I want to
Before we-
buy some complicated things too throughout the week,
So-
maybe.
Yeah, this
We'll
is
worry about that later. That's
Okay.
cool.
Okay,
head
so what have we done here? Now that I've missed everything.
nothing. We had total 5 of each. That we
I was
could-
wondering how many you had bought.
How many did you buy, or how did you want to
I
buy?
have no idea because I haven't.
No, yeah, nobody's
Yeah.
bought anything yet because they're waiting for you. Really.
All right, so I don't remember what was.
There's 5
available.
at there's 5 at 100 apiece for the cure moderates and 20 gold apiece for the cure lights.
I'll get 2 moderates
Okay.
and 1
Just-
light.
Just take the gold off, so that'll be 220.
So I'll take 1 moderate and 1 light then.
Okay. So that's 2 moderates used, 3 moderates used up, and 2 moderates used, or 2 lights used up.
I'm taking a light.
Okay.
Okay. If everyone's okay, I'd like to take 1 of each.
Mm-hmm.
And that'll leave 1
that would-
moderate for
1.
Skylar.
Yeah, I'll take a light.
Oh, you
Or
don't
no,
want to
no,
moderate?
that wouldn't be 1 moderate. There would no. Yeah, there's no moderates left.
Oh,
If Squirrel got 2.
yeah. Oh, did Michaela take 2?
She only took
No,
1.
I took 1 of each.
Well, then that would leave.
Oh, that's right.
No,
Yeah,
I
because
took 1.
Trendane didn't
So
take. Yeah, Trendane only took it. Yep.
No. So there's 1 of each left.
1
if
of
you
each
want.
left, Skylar, if you'd like those. Sorry, I mean.
Excuse me.
I'll just take a light.
Okay.
Is it 20?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
1 plus 2 plus 2 plus
Yeah. Okay. Well, in that case, I've got enough gold. I'm going to grab the last moderate.
Okay.
So
Wait a minute. Errol, did you
Yep.
just drink that?
Did I just drink what?
The potion.
No, I just healed myself. I figured it doesn't actually go away.
Oh, okay. Oh, right.
I just
'cause
wanted to try it out and see.
That
We're all
the
what it
actual
looked
roll
like
work.
now.
Yeah. Right. So everyone's back in that room with the orange, the orange thing again. Is that where everyone went back to?
And
yeah. So am I still at 2 minus hit points?
No, you're
No, we're all
fine.
rested.
Everyone's back to normal.
Did we get to eat at the inn? Very important.
Yes, lots of yummy foods. You filled your tummies back up. Everyone's all warm and fuzzy and ready to
I
take
am
on the
so
rest.
hungry.
mine was very empty.
Yeah, you projectile vomited all over the place. Okay, so, where would you like to head to next?
Well,
There was a door back there on the
Yeah.
other passageway, and there's a door here on this passageway.
I'm going to ask if the drow wants to go first this time.
Oh, really?
Well, having been bitten by that nasty creature.
Alright, I head down here. And it's a door?
Mm-hmm.
Well, we've already opened that one, right?
Yep,
Yeah,
it's totally
yeah,
closed. There's a door
yeah,
on the other
so-
side. No, they have not opened. That you have not opened.
I
Yeah,
motion
we
for
can
the
end it.
dwarf to open the door. It's always good for him to go first.
I motion for Andrew to come in and take a whiff.
You smell nothing.
All right, I'll open the door.
Da da da!
Bum, bum, bum,
You said it was
dragon.
clear. I said it looks clear.
Dragon.
Dragon.
No, dragons have a very intense scent.
I know. I'm just saying.
Mm.
Oh.
Okay.
Hold on, we opened the door.
Well, this
Yes,
is
we did.
interesting.
Oh,
Another
look! There seems to be
Another spiral staircase.
a spirally looking thing.
Okay, so before we go down, I just have this thing about
You could have gone before we
Investigating.
left.
investigating all aspects. If I remember correctly, there was one more door that we had not entered.
That is
Yes,
correct.
That looks like it, yes.
We know that there's 2 stairwells that go down. So
You want to go to the door first, and then we
I-
can just take the other stairwell that's right next to it?
yeah, I mean theoretically these might go to the same. I want to peek over and just get a distance gauge, like on how far the stairwell goes.
About 3.5, 4 feet.
Oh.
It's about 3 steps down, and all of a sudden it turns black, and it's filled with rock and rubble.
Oh, so
Oh,
there's
so
enough.
so you can't go down.
No.
Okay. Well, hey, guess what, guys?
That makes that decision pretty easy, doesn't it?
That answers that question.
Thank
While
you
you
for
were looking
giving
there,
us-
roll perception on those steps, Gavin. Oh, we just got a new subscriber.
That's why I said
Oh,
thank
I-
you for giving fun.
I thought you were saying thank you for giving us the information. I thought it was like,
Oh, no,
that's
no,
very
I-
nice. Dancing, dancing, dancing. Thank you for giving. Thank you so much. All right, so yeah, good perception. So there's sounds coming from underneath you where you're standing.
What kind of sounds? That box is down there.
Somebody needs to take that card out of the fan. It's really getting annoying.
The goblin down there on a bicycle with
The spokes, yeah.
Spoke.
Spokies.
Right, so you guys
I guess we make our way around to the other area.
We phase through the walls.
Yeah.
face step to the wall, everybody.
Okay. I'll let the dwarf open the door.
I'll let the mink sniff the door.
I was going to say, I bet I'm going over there first.
You sniff the door, and you smell something that smells like noodles.
Dinner! Noodles.
He immediately opens the door and rushes through.
I love ramen! Oh my god!
Oh.
Kitchen? Possibly?
What? What?
Oh,
Oh.
fascinating.
I see. Okay. I understand now. I'm just like,
Is he
what?
making us dinner?
I don't think he's the dinner making type.
Rephrase that. Rephrase
Is he making dinner for us? Not is he
Thank
making
you.
us into dinner?
No, I think the
Oh,
first one
no,
was
no,
right.
It's
He's
kinda
making us
hot.
dinner.
Kind of hot. I do love that outfit. I remember
Yeah,
the
that
days
is
when I
really
used
great.
to be able to wear that.
Mm-hmm. Good old days. Long gone.
Really?
When I had a 24-inch waist. Oh, God.
Mm-hmm. So anyway, he stands there, and no, he does not have a bow and arrow, but he's standing there, and he looks a bit confused. What you see in this room is Tetsuo. This strange room is 15-foot diameter sphere. Several objects float in the room, spinning lazily in space. A ragged book, a scroll, a bottle of wine, a dead raven surrounded by a halo of floating and writhing maggots, and a twisted iron wand with a forked tip. Yet perhaps the most unnerving aspect of the room is the walls, for they are plated in sheets of strange red metal that ripple every once in a while in a silent black electricity that seem to coalesce into strange runes or words far too often for the effect to be chance. Tetsuo is nude, and he is floating in this space, sort of like an astronaut would look floating in space. Like he's sort of just rotating around in here.
Having some mental images.
Mm-hmm.
Dick shots all around.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so that's what you see. He hasn't really noticed you because he's sort of like floating in La La Land, literally.
Some good neighboring, man.
That's I'm kind of shocked.
That there's a naked half elf floating in space.
Well, I'm speechless.
That doesn't
don't-
happen often.
I was going to say that.
I look back at everybody and I just shrug like, what the f is going on here?
I'm
And
not too
Andrew
sure how
spelled noodles, man. Not the noodle I was expecting to see.
I'm not too sure how I feel about this. Seeing well, he looks elven. Is that right? Or
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I'm not. Yeah, I'm not too sure what I feel about seeing an elven man floating naked in the middle of a spherical room.
He's only half elf.
He's half elf, so he's
Which half, though? That's
The ears.
the ears. That's all he gets.
Yeah, I think I'll.
So, do we recognize him?
Yeah, we know exactly who he is.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
So we've seen a picture of him rather than just being described or anything.
Let's.
I feel like we probably infer.
Well, yeah,
Naked
he does have a striking resemblance to Amiku.
Yeah.
Okay, I just was curious.
They're brother and
Knowledge.
sister, and he looks.
awful
They're
assumption.
Oh,
they're
Oh, we found the
Japanese
other one
half
naked.
elves.
It only makes We found the other one naked. Might as well find this one naked too. So.
Seems to be a thing.
Yes.
Oh wow.
What are we doing? Oh, you checking your.
Just yeah. Well, I just see magic apparently.
Yeah, there's magic everywhere. And it's like,
Ooh,
it's
the
pretty.
colors!
It's pretty.
But my Arcana roll, which was right before Panry's,
Oh, it's right. Yeah,
17.
it's fine. What were you exactly looking for there?
trying to figure out if I know what the assemblage of these particular things floating around him are supposed to be, what they're indicative of. In other words, trying to figure out what he's doing.
This is somebody's room that looks like they were studying. It's like a study.
Mm-hmm.
The creature that's in here, the raven that's flying around, that's just like dead.
Mm-hmm.
The maggots, you can see like little half-chewed maggots floating next to them. So something's been in here munching on the maggots. It appears to be this room was maybe used for like meditation and studies. Pretty much what you can kind of gather. And the little bird there and the maggots might be used for snacks while they were meditating and studying.
Creepy.
Does it smell anything like even remotely similar to the guy we just set on fire up there?
Oh, you want to, I guess, smell? Yes, this is definitely a person that smells like the foundry upstairs.
No, the three-armed guy that we just set on fire.
Corvus. Oh,
thank you.
you want to see if the room smells like him?
If his scent is still lingering.
No.
At all.
Could you roll? You don't have a scent smell, do you? To roll.
Well, it's keyed to my perception.
Yeah, just roll a perception roll for me, and I'll tell you if you're successful. I'll give you more information. You could tell that that the impish creature with the wings has been in this room a lot. The demon.
The Vargoyle.
No.
No.
No, the one that kept
no.
disappearing.
Yep.
Oh, what's her name? Yeah.
Yep.
Wait a minute.
Heirloom.
So the other place
Wait. Sorry, go
where
ahead.
where we discovered that creature,
Mm-hmm.
it was already free to move about and go into this room.
She
Yes.
did seem to indicate that she was trapped in there.
Right. Well,
You
that's
never
what I
really
was-
got around to
that's-
asking her, but she was not trapped in that room. She was trapped down here.
Mm.
Remember, the walls were just opened. The side walls over here,
Mhm.
What sidewalls?
the ones that
That we
That's-
came through to get
yeah.
in here from the tunnels.
Tetsuo
She's
opened.
very meticulous in the way that she closed all the doors whenever she went back and forth.
Well, yeah. Well, that's what I was a little curious about.
I'm the same way.
I'm assuming that she was probably blink from one room to the other,
Oh, you have a good point there.
considering she can kind of just disappear and reappear whenever she pleases.
How about the zombie? He got out of that room all the way into the other room.
There were
Yeah.
other creatures down here too. Remember, Corvus.
So I will
All very
convey
good
my.
about closing the doors.
Like I said, maybe they're just like me. If I find a door, it's closed. When I go through it, I close it again.
That's very nice of you.
All right. What do we want to do?
I will convey my discoveries to everyone else. Areola was in here.
I asked the wizard if he wants any of those objects that are floating around.
I'm not sure it's a wise decision to enter the room without understanding what kind of magic it
Take
is
out
that
my
he's
rope.
surrounded by.
Look, we can hook you up to the rope.
You're gonna hook me up to the rope.
Or the dwarf.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
I think he's noticed us.
I would love to see a floating dwarf.
What
So
is
he's just flying now outside of the room.
No, he sort of landed and he's sort of just kind of walking past you.
Words are important. Descriptions.
He's just walking past you. He hasn't said a word.
Suto.
Fucking kill him.
So,
All right, as he walks by, I attack him.
Yeah, no shit.
He just turns.
oh, she's going him. Oh, Jesus. She's just fucking hitting him.
Okay, and I suppose I catch him by surprise.
Yes.
And did my crit get confirmed?
No. Neither one of them were crits. They had to be
I'm
natural
gonna
18s
charge
or higher. Okay.
Whoa, Jesus. Wow.
Okay, so you hit him. He suddenly comes around and says, "What are you doing?"
Oh, sorry. I'm charging in too. Fuck
You're
'em.
just going to attack him too? Jeez, okay.
Fuck yeah.
I was merely going to ask if you knew what was going on down here, but apparently you're going to be sushi. Or sashimi, excuse me.
Nobody cares.
So, all right. So you hit Gavin.
Oh. Jesus
So you
Christ.
smash him upside the head, and he kind of gets dizzy and collapses back a little bit, and he's totally stunned. All right, roll initiative, everybody.
What? What's going on? Why are we hitting people?
He kidnapped
Do you
his sister.
forget what he did to
I
Akiko?
know.
Yeah.
I know that. I'm just.
I
Like,
am
but-
really, really angry at what he did to her.
But we can find out what's going on.
After he's a
Looking-
little bit dead.
Oh, right. Okay. All right.
He's very easy to interrogate at that point.
Okay.
All right, so go ahead, Panry, you're up.
Wow. Okay. I'm trying to see if I've got any kind of detaining type thing to kind of.
We have the
no,
handcuffs.
No, hang on. I've got one. I'm gonna. Will this work? Cast a flare. Okay, so does that mean that I have to roll a d10 to see how long I dazzle him for?
Oh my god, you're about to blind the dark elf.
Yeah, you will. Yeah, go ahead and roll d10.
Do I roll that just in the
Yeah, just
chat
go ahead and
box?
roll it. Yep. All right, for 5 rounds. So,
Oh my
All
god.
right. Well,
so
well,
now
Just
he's-
made an enemy.
Errol is
Well-
completely blind.
I'm completely blind.
Yeah, she
that's
can't see.
fine. He's dazzled for 5 rounds. That means at least that way he's not going to attack us back, and therefore. Okay, sorry,
That's
that's
fine.
me done. I'm gonna
Okay.
pass it.
Andu?
Andu is going to use his incredibly slinky minky powers to wriggle through everyone
Mm-hmm.
and just kind of, block everybody. Stop it!
Okay.
I've disabled him. Okay.
So that's what you guys see. Errol, you're blind. You can try to do something, but you can't attack.
Oh, I'm cursing quite profoundly.
You're swearing in some foreign language that only the one who blinded you.
Can understand,
Can
which
understand.
is quite fitting, I think.
That Suo is completely out of it, so he has no weapons or anything like that, and he's going to just swing wildly in the air, and he's going to swing at Gavin and misses. All right, Gavin, you're up.
So, let's see, select the actions.
He's just going for the
11,
kill.
and 11 misses a naked guy? Wow.
Yeah,
Well, I am trying to block you, so.
I
Kaylin.
think you're a little bit. You know.
All right, I've got a bunch of rope. How what would be my best bet for attempting to? He's on the ground, right? He's not.
yeah.
floating
You could just
anymore, is he?
attack him like you would normally attack him. We'll call it like a tackle. And
Okay.
if you successfully jump on him. You can.
Tackling the naked elf.
Yeah. Have you seen that guy?
Wait.
Good
I
girl.
have. Yet
Wait,
you were
wait.
very hesitant when the same offer was made by somebody else.
I was about to say, yeah.
It's
What's
'cause
with the
that guy
turnaround
was
here?
a dick.
Mm.
All
The
right,
rich.
All right,
Well,
so
he had one
you
anyway.
very successfully jump on top of him and hold his arms down. No, seriously, that's what you're going for, right?
Right, yeah,
Okay.
that's what I was going for.
So
I
you
wanted
jump
to
on
tie
top of him,
up.
you hold his arms down, and you start tying his
I
arms
would
up.
have.
I
hated
wish
to
that I
switch
wasn't
down
blinded
to
so I could
shoulder.
see this.
And it will draw you several
But I
pictures.
can't.
With little circles and arrows.
From his photographic memory.
Yep.
Okay.
Would technically would I have also had to have rolled on Errol to see how many rounds my flare would have
It's
blinded
affecting
her for?
both of them. Yeah, it's the same. So if it's like a 5-round thing, it's a 5-round thing. So she's still blind for 5 rounds, but you're out of
Well,
combat
we're not
now.
on- I was gonna say we're not in combat anymore.
Right. So it in 5 rounds is 5 minutes roughly.
Okay, well if we're out of combat,
Or not
then-
5 minutes, 30 seconds.
I was going to say, wait, no.
Yeah, 30 seconds.
Yeah.
So in 30 seconds, the light goes back to normal, and she's a little bit dazzled, but can see again. Kaywin is sitting on top of Suo, holding him down, has his arms all bound up. What do you guys want to do next?
I'd like to ask him what's going on.
That was his question, too.
Yeah.
Get my video working again real fast.
Yeah.
Oop, there's a squirrel cam coming back. Oh, squirrel cam's back.
There we go.
Yay!
All right.
Tetsuo, what are you doing? And why are you naked?
I am waiting for my love.
Oh, too bad. You'll have to settle for Kaywin.
This foul creature off of me.
Nope.
She is not marked with the beauty.
But it was love at first sight.
He tries to wriggle underneath you to get you off.
I sit firmly on top of him.
Okay.
Whoa.
So he-
I just sit.
So anyway, he's like wiggling around down there, and he's like, "Get her off of me! This creature is not for me.
I'll take the
I-
video.
Need to be with my love."
Right.
If my love were to see me in this position, she will most assuredly punish you and me, and everyone will burn.
You mean small female, about my height, little wings?
Her?
I think
Or-
that is a no.
Or do you mean Lamashton?
Lamishton? No, no. I would not even begin to comprehend falling or sending any of my love towards Lamishtu other than loving her in the most appropriate way. No, I mean my true love.
What is the name of your true love?
Marriage.
A love that dare not speak its name.
I may not tell you.
Tell us or die.
It is her. And he points back towards the circular room that you were just in. You may find her in there.
Is by any chance that room a portal to somewhere place other than here?
No. But it is going to be my love nest. That is why I wait there prepared for her to come and find me.
Yes. I'm sure that Malfeshnikor and you will be very happy.
A Fishnikar. Would you stop throwing out random people's names? That is not my love.
Not necessarily random, just not correct.
What is he saying, old man?
we're finding out why he was butt naked, floating in a room.
Why was
a-
he butt naked, floating in a room?
We don't know yet. What are you rolling?
Gavin, you attacking him?
You seriously hitting him?
He's bound on the ground and you still miss.
We can't. Are you actually attacking him, or are you? We can't hear you, Squirrel. I don't know if you're.
Oh yeah, no, I'm attacking him.
Okay.
What the hell? What the hell? You don't get
So all of a sudden,
I
the
said
dwarf
tell
starts.
us or die.
So he starts whacking at him.
Yeah.
What are the rest of
Not
you gonna do?
I'm not happy because of the shit that he pulled with Amico, so
Hang on. Give me a. Hang on.
my intentions are clear.
Let's see if I can intimidate him. Where is it?
No time for talk.
Just if we don't miss and hit K-Win.
Since I'm sort of
Or me.
sitting on him right now. Yeah, that'd be great.
Intimidate. I'm telling. Tell us, or else the dwarf will have your.
Tell you
life.
what?
Who is your love? What
She's
is her name?
in that room.
What is her name?
He points back at the room, and you can see the papers are flying around in the room.
I pick him up and I shake him. Where is he? Where is she? Where is she?
You just keep missing.
I'm so glad you keep missing.
But
He's tried
one of
every
these-
single...
One of these points,
Weapon
he's
he
going to
has as
roll a
well.
1, and he's going to kill either Skylar or me.
So Andy,
y'all
what are you
could-
doing? What's
Yeah,
that?
y'all
Hang on.
can back up.
All right,
I'm heading down to the entrance of the room, but
Mhm.
I'm not stepping inside it. I'm gonna roll another. Oh fuck's sake! Really?
So I'm gonna assume that when we went back to town, we replenished our gear as well.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Hmm.
Okay, so I'm gonna get my oil out and
Your
pour it
what?
on him.
All right.
My flask of oil. I'm gonna pour it on him,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna get my flint and steel.
Mm-hmm.
What is your alignment again?
Lawful good, as I recall.
Yeah,
Pissed.
that's what
Pissed
I'm
off.
seeing here.
Pissed
Pissed.
off.
Unless the dagger is still in effect.
I'm gonna move out of the way. I am no longer sitting on the naked elf
I'm not.
because the dwarf is scaring me.
Okay. Fair enough. So you're off the door. He's now trying to wiggle his arms loose to get out of there.
So I'm gonna walk up and now I'm gonna put my foot on his throat and tell him he's got one more chance.
I'm.
Tell us who he's waiting for.
Little bunny foo foo
Oh really?
on the
Fuck me. All the bad
So-
rolls.
So what are you trying to do specifically?
I'm trying to detect whether or not this room has an attachment to another plane, like an
No, it
ethereal
does. It does
plane.
not seem like extraplanar type room. No.
Okay. I'm just wondering if I should try to go inside or not. I don't know if that's a good idea.
I waved
Um,
the rope at you again.
Do we have something we could throw in there? Can you summon your familiar and put him in there or something?
Actually, no.
There are. Oh, well, I'll tell you what's flying around in there. There are. You see papers, and it's sort of flying around in sort of a circular fashion, the way he was in the room. And the papers are coming by, and you have to look at the stream for this. But there's all these very erotic drawings of a woman with
He's got a bunch of dick pictures in there. doesn't
not
he?
dick pictures. It's a woman with a clawed hand and wings, in different states and poses, doing different things. I have one of them up on the stream.
Not yet,
So,
but I'm sure
Yeah,
there
it'll
will
take
be.
about
Oh.
30 seconds. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I'm seeing. Okay.
Yeah, she's pretty naked.
Okay. All right.
So
I don't get to see the stream.
Okay.
This is so unfair.
So that's what's floating around in there, and that's what he's pointing at. Is that?
Okay. I
So I'm gonna
tie
intimidate
the
him one more
rope
time.
around myself and give the other end to the wizard.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Some
Okay.
Poltergeist
Alright.
level shit going on here.
Yes. Come into the light.
So you jump
And-
on. You jump in the room.
No, I don't jump in. I make sure that there is a very little bit of rope at the moment, so I don't float too far, and I just step.
You step in, and there is no floor underneath your feet, but you feel like you're standing on solid ground.
Nobody's concerned that I'm about to kill this guy?
Nope.
I'm still
Well-
practically laying on top of him.
Well,
Okay, so do I feel like I could float and grab things as
If
I'm
you-
flowing by?
If you want to try to jump up in the air, you could try that.
so did you see my
Okay.
intimidate roll?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're definitely intimidating him. You're slashing at him and smashing him with a battle axe. So
Oh no, I've used the
Warhammer, yeah,
the warhammer and the mining pick.
yeah. So you're
I brought
you're
it
fucking
all
him
out.
up really badly. Yeah, he's
Oh.
almost dead.
No, I haven't hit him.
But you hit him once up there.
No, never
No.
hit him.
Oh
He's
wow,
missed
you're
every single. I don't even know
I've
how.
missed every one. This is more a show.
okay. So yeah, you're slamming axes next to his head and his body and his schmeckle, and he's not happy. Yeah, you missed again. Oh, diplomacy.
Diplomacy?
You're gonna
Really?
try diplomacy
Now?
on him. He's
After all that?
oh yeah. All right, so yeah, you can stand
The
there.
whole point of this tirade was to scare the shit out of this
Well,
guy.
he's definitely not paying it. I mean, he's not. It's not intimidating him, really. To be quite honest with you, he seems. It's not. He doesn't seem like a normal person, if that makes any sense. He's under some control of something because he's just totally oblivious to everything. He's talking about his love. He's more interested in being with her than even talking to you guys.
I ask the drow to see if he can get she can grab the picture of the succubi or whatever, the naked girl, booby girl.
What the hell has happened to your voice?
With the claw.
Mine.
Yeah,
Tell.
I don't know why.
How's this?
much better.
Much better. See if you can get his papers out of that room without getting yourself into trouble.
You can
For
grab.
your
You
private collection.
can gather them all up without a problem. They're just floating around in space, along with the
Okay.
dead bird and the maggots. And
Well,
stuff.
we don't want the dead bird. We just want the pictures.
All right, I give all of the papers to the wizard.
I pull her back in the room. Say, you come back inside, girl. Don't you go.
I'm gonna
right.
get the handcuffs
You don't
out
want
of my
any
bag
of the
and
other things
handcuff,
that are
what's his
floating.
name?
Not at this point. I
There
walk
was a
back up.
there's a
scroll.
book in there.
There's
Yep.
a scroll.
There's a wand.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Well, hang on. I'm gonna quickly give
No.
the dwarf.
Put the things into the bag.
Yeah. Well, no. I was
Hold
gonna
on
give
to the rope. Hold on to the rope.
I'm still holding the rope. I've just pulled you back inside.
No,
I'm gi-
now that you have erotic pictures, I'm really worried that the
I'm
rope is
giving-
not going to
I'm
be
giving
your
the-
main focus anymore.
I'm giving the dwarf the pictures and telling him maybe
That might be
some-
worse.
I'm saying maybe you should use these. He might seem to respond to this better, hinting that he might want to set one of them on fire in front of him. So anyway, I've given the pictures to the dwarf, and now I've got you. And yes, go back in and grab the rest of the stuff.
All right, so
Okay.
we'll talk about the treasure in a little bit afterwards. But
Yeah, but
I collect everything but that bird.
okay, so you got all the stuff. All right, so back with Suo.
You see what I put in Skype?
And I take the rope back off and I put it around, and yeah,
okay.
he's typing in Skype.
Okay, yep, I see. That's what you did. Okay, so he is bound.
All right.
You guys have him bound here on the floor.
Andrew can also stop riding him now.
But
Okay.
he was enjoying it.
All right, so what are you doing? Explain what you're doing.
Well, I gave the pictures to the dwarf with the intentions of maybe setting one on fire in front of Tetsuo, hoping that maybe something like that might be a little bit more persuasive, seeing as he seems to covet those pictures more than most anything else at this point, even his own safety. Something, you know.
So
just
that's what you say
maybe
to him. You hand it to him and say, "Hey, light one of these on
Yeah.
fire."
Yeah, I said,
Okay.
try and set one, put some oil on it and set one of these on fire and see
Yeah. Well,
how
I take one of the pictures and just wipe it on him because the oil is all over him now,
Mhm.
and make sure it's flammable, and get the flint and steel out and start striking, and wait for his response.
His response. He goes, yes, yes, it's going to burn. She's going to burn. You're all gonna burn. Please, please, light her on fire.
I
Make
grabbed
her
the
burn.
I grabbed the piece of paper out of his
Not
hand.
doing that. Okay.
I snap it out of his hand. I see my wisdom, my I'm gonna roll it. Can I? Oh my god! Can I get an amen? Jesus Christ! I'm trying
You
to
need
figure
go
out.
back
Maybe
to school, wizard.
There is nothing magical about this picture. It's literally
I'm ge-
like charcoal on a piece of paper, parchment.
I'm
What's
gonna
that
ask. I'm gonna ask Andrew to have a look at the rest of the pictures to see if there's anything on them that would indicate burning these would be a very bad idea.
Can we kill this guy?
I don't know that
I am
that's-
all for put him out of his misery.
I can't stop you. I advise we should try and find more out. But if you want to try and take his head off for revenge against,
You don't need to.
no. All
All right, so Andu, because you rolled 1 on Knowledge Arcana, a dragon appears above your head and is starting to nibble on your bum. No,
It's
so
above my head. How is it nibbling on? I mean, I know I'm small. But
yeah, little dragons reach down and bite your ass.
Can I just quickly roll? Come on, fuck me.
No, what are you trying to perceive, by the way?
Suck.
I was gonna try and perceive whether or not he was actually serious about the burning of these pictures. You know, starting something.
Then you don't want to use perception. You want to use sense motive.
Oh, sorry. Okay, well, I'll try that. Sorry, my bad. I'll try that. Okay. Wow, that was
And
bad.
not any better.
Fuck me, really. My life. My dice.
Um,
Color
All
check.
right, considering we're failing everything here, let's.
You don't have to roll.
progress
If he's
this-
on the ground, you don't have to roll to hit him. I didn't realize that's what you were doing earlier. You just hit him. You just say, I want to kill him. If he's bound up, there is no way that he can defend himself, especially if he's naked.
Okay, so.
If you'd like to end him, you just end him, and that's it.
Right, no. Okay, so clearly I wouldn't have bound him if I wanted to end him, so. Let's progress the story since everything that we're throwing at you isn't working, so.
It's not me, by the way. You can just.
No, okay, so, alright, well, let's take him back to town.
You want to take it back to town?
We can divine nothing else
Okay.
out of all of this shit that's going on.
All right.
We can
Hey.
we can give him to the barracks, to
And
which
have his throat slit.
and to which that somebody will not guard his cell properly and get him killed
Or released.
or released. Yes.
As a
That's
Wizard.
side question, how much longer are we going to play?
Well, if that's what you guys are going to do, we can stop here. Because.
Well,
We've-
that's
we've-
what I'm thinking.
I'm out of ideas. I mean, really. I mean,
Yeah.
we can't get info from this guy. Nothing's affecting him. The only alternative we've got a prisoner, so we either carry the naked elf around with us for the rest of the day, or we go back to town, or we kill him and move on. I mean, we're really at a standstill, and half the people don't want to kill him, half of us do, and it's a stalemate with what our actions are going to be.
Okay.
So, what do you guys
I-
want to do?
I think we could take him back to town, but there's a chance that the same thing will either happen to him that happened in the cell with the goblin. He'll either get killed or whoever killed the goblin will let him go.
So we should just kill him now and save the assassin trouble in the city.
Or we take him back to the cell. One of us remains at the barracks to watch over him while the other one goes and gets Miku, brings her over, and she figures out what the hell is going on.
I like that. Maybe Amiku can get information out of him. You're right.
Okay. If one of us is guarding him, then I can. All right, we'll take him back. I'm happy with that.
Okay. Fair enough. So that's what you guys do. And that's it for here. So we can finish up this area. And
So that's the full map exposed now.
of this level, yes.
Yeah.
Of this level.
Mm-hmm.
There is it downstairs or an upstairs or sideways.
Something. All right, everybody. We're gonna go ahead and hop offline. I'm gonna just give everybody their experience and all their goodies and everything like that. We'll do that later, and then we will see you all tomorrow, at least on my channel. What are you guys up to? Are you gonna be playing anything today?
I'm going to be playing Shroud of the Avatar, but on
good.
my other channel.
Oh, you're on the 10-ton hammer channel.
Have
Cool,
fun
cool.
with that mess.
Thank you.
Stockus doing anything? Your birthday's tomorrow.
I back that game.
No, yeah, not you, not my.
No.
No, I've still got a day left. Remember, it's
Yeah,
my
yeah.
tomorrow, not yours.
Oh, okay.
It's our day after tomorrow.
Day after tomorrow. Trendane?
I don't think I have many games lined up, but I'm supposed to be hopefully hearing back about an audition that I did for a short feature animation film called it's not Kaze Ghost Warrior, but it's Kaze something else. Anyway, there a while back there was a short animated film, CG film 10 years ago called Kaze Ghost Warrior, and they've done a Kickstarter to make a
Full
feature
length?
length
Okay.
thing, and I've auditioned for that. I'm supposed to be hearing back about that today.
Oh, that's awesome. Good luck with that. The rest of us, I think, will be back playing this next weekend. And that'll be our
Is
last.
next weekend, yes?
Yes.
Next weekend is the 2nd. Will you still be here?
She
Me?
she doesn't leave till
Yeah.
the 5th.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
okay.
leave on Tuesday. I made it so it's on a weekday. Just for you guys.
So next weekend we'll probably play at least one day, and then we'll have to take a break for a while. So. All right, everybody. Thanks a bunch. We will see you all as soon as we can. Until next time. See ya.